Now you can start.
Yeah. So, Dr. Rania, can you please take over? Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Stella. Warm greetings from Athens, from Greece, dear all audience around the world, parents, educators, and students. Welcome to the Real Talk with Experts, hosted by me, Professor Rania Lampou, and Professor Dr. Arjun Qureshi. I am Professor Rania Lampou, advisor on Elegant Power Education. I'm a STEM instructor, researcher, and author. I'm working at the Greek Ministry of Education and the Greek Astronomy Space Company. Welcome again to our Sustainable Development Goals journey towards 2030. This forum is powered by Elegant Empire Education Malaysia, a prestigious educational-based organization which focuses on quality education for all, regardless race, country, and religion. Our idealistic and visionary founder, Ambassador Professor Esther Mala, focuses on upholding a quality education that develops individuals from all walks of life to their potential, which ignites curiosity, enriches knowledge, and nurtures personal and professional growth. Her vision matches with the mission of Elegant Empire Education as it curates a diverse range of online summits, workshops, webinars, and training sessions led by experts and outstanding leaders from various fields. Elegant Empire Education creates an inclusive and supportive environment, and by harvesting the power of technology and innovation, and through this platform, we aim to collaboratively organize educational events that will enhance knowledge dissemination, skill development, and fostering a lifelong learning global community. Elegant Empire Education strictly follows the slogan Quality Education for All. And now the floor is given to Dr. Arjun Qureshi in order to introduce our prominent panelists for today. So the floor is yours, Dr. Arjun.
It's me, dear. It's me, dear. It's me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take over.
Okay.
A warm welcome, dear audience. And we proudly bring to you an eminent international figure, Mr. Parveen Tomar, as our honorable panelist today to share about SDG 7, affordable and clean energy. He lives in UK. He is a passionate civil servant, researcher, and technology enthusiast. He has over 20 years of experience in process consulting, IT transformation, and automation with a Six Sigma Black Belt certification and multiple publications on low-code digital automation. As the head of process digitization of Ofgem, he leads a team of talented professionals who are passionate about enhancing public service delivery and outcomes of by harnessing the power of data and automation while respecting human dignity and values. In his previous roles, he had successfully led and executed multiple digital transformation and automation programs for government departments and a global investment bank using a cloud-first approach, low-code platforms, and data-driven insights. He had also provided expert advisory and consulting support to senior stakeholders, helping them formulate and implement effective digital strategies and efficiency improvement initiatives. Through his work, he contributes to Ofgem's vision of building a better data ecosystem for the UK's energy sector. Now, we welcome Dr. Anjum Qureshi to open the floor for discussion. Dr. Anjum?
Yeah, thank you, Professor. Yeah, thank you, Professor Dr. Esther, and greetings to everyone. I am Dr. Anjum Qureshi, and I welcome you all for this wonderful session by Elegant Empire Education. And today we have an esteemed panelist, Honorable Praveen Tomar, sir, with us, who will be enlightening us on the topic SDG 07. We know that SDG 07, the goal 7, talks about affordable and clean energy. It is about ensuring access to clean and affordable energy, which is the key to the development of agriculture, business, communication, education, healthcare, and transportation. Our everyday life depends on reliable and affordable energy, and yet the consumption of energy is the dominant contributor to climate change, things for around 80% of total global greenhouse gas emissions. And ensuring universal access to affordable energy by 2030 means investing in clean energy sources such as solar, wind, and thermal, expanding infrastructure and upgrading technology to provide clean energy in all developing countries is a crucial goal that can both encourage growth and help the environment. So this is in short about SDG 07. And now I hand over the session to our esteemed panelist and guest speaker, Praveen Tomar, sir. Sir, the virtual stage is yours.
Thanks, Dr. Anjum.
Yeah, welcome.
And yeah, thanks to everyone. Thanks to Elegant Empire Education Institute, and thanks to Professor Esther and Professor Rania to invite me and giving me this opportunity to share my ideas, my work with you. And this is most of the information of the data which I'm presenting in this session is independent research available in public domain. So I'm not sharing anything which is confidential. So this is I want to claim. Okay, so a little bit about myself before I start getting into the insights of SDG Goal 7, which is universal access to the clean and affordable energy to everyone. First of all, the sentence in itself is quite oxymoron in itself, right? It is self-contradicting. So you are saying that you want to give the affordable energy to everybody, and at the same time, it should be clean. How it is possible, right? Because the clean energy which comes from the renewable sources, they are slightly more expensive considering or comparing with the fossil fuel-based traditional sources of energy, right? So if you how it is possible, is this goal making sense, or in itself is a self-contradicting? We are going to have a detailed deep dive in the sessions. So if you allow me, Anjum, I can share my screen. Yep. I think somebody has to provide me access so I can share my screen.
You may share now. You are the host now. Please.
Oh, okay, great, thank you. So I may not be able to see you now, but if you, Dr. Anjum, Esther, Rania, if you can see my screen, let me know.
Yes, yes. It's
Yes,
visible.
it's visible. Yeah.
So a little bit about myself. I'm Praveen Tomar once again. I'm head of digitization team, data and AI team in Ofgem. Ofgem stands for Office for the Gas, Electricity and Market. It's a UK government regulatory department, arms and length body of UK government, which drives the energy prices, I would say, or the energy market in Great Britain. And today's topic is, one of my favorite and very close to my heart is Sustainable Development Goal number 7, universal access to the clean and affordable energy to everyone. A little bit about my academic and professional background. I'm engineering graduate, 23 years of experience altogether in the area of data, AI, IT services, digital transformation. I worked across the globe. I worked in US, I worked in UK, I worked in India, I worked in France, I worked in Latin America, I worked in Canada, and I've also done a lot of research in theoretical research, of course, and I've also managed to file some good patent in terms of improving the energy efficiency of some equipments and devices at home. And again, my favorite favorite slide, our UK's Prime Minister, handsome Prime Minister, Mr. Rishi Sunak, right? So he himself has set it out some time back, and in fact, this was set it up by his predecessor back in 2015 that UK government should focus and drive the net zero economy or decarbonized economy initiative, and should achieve by driving the reducing the carbon emission in the public sector, government offices and government buildings 75% by 2032, and by 2037 100%, up close to 99% if not 100. So this was the baseline which we set it up for ourselves. And quickly moving on to the SDG poster. So everybody knows that we have total 17 goals, and 7 is the goal number 7, which is affordable and clean energy, which is, I would say, shortest and goal. But till now, if you see the progress, this is the goal where we have achieved maximum progress compared to all other 17 goals. So let's deep dive into it, right? What is exactly by providing the affordable and clean energy? And this is the exactly, we have three sub targets against this SDG goal 7 target, which is 7.1, 7.2, and 7.3. So we are going to do a deep dive into the 7.1 first. So by 2030, ensure universal access to the affordable energy, affordable, reliable, and modern source of energy. So what does that mean? It seems like quite lengthy statement. What does it mean? So it means that we all energy is basically a lifeline for our society, right? And in technology term or tech term, it is, the creation and supply of work to improve the efficiency of human day-to-day living and lifestyle. So that's what, and we consume energy, right? As an individual, as a community, and as a society. And why do we consume energy? To heat our home, to cook our day-to-day food, and do a lot of efficiency improvement work and productivity improvement work. And we use energy, especially electricity, to recharge our smartphone, tablet, mobile phone, laptops, microwave, oven, OTG, to cook our food. So that's how we consume the energy. We are the consumer of energy, and energy helps a lot. It's not like that without energy we will die. Like our ancestors, they used to live without energy, and they used to do the most of the important work in daylight because there was no energy. And to light up their houses, they use lamp, which is very inefficient, right? And it prevents them, doing any productive or efficient work in the night time. So, and the bar, I would say, the benchmark which is set by the United Nations itself is pretty low, honestly. So 250 kilowatt per year hour for rural houses, and 500 kilowatt per hour for urban household consumption. This is the target set by the International Energy Agency. However, there is no universal definition defined by anybody, but still we will take for this presentation perspective. And this is pretty low bar, trust me. So if you consider, the energy consumption in United Kingdom and or United States is somewhere around 11,000 kilowatt per hours per year, right? And if you talk about my own house, it's a 3-bedroom apartment in London, which is roughly around, we consume more than 12,000 kilowatt per hour per year. So it's the benchmark which is set by United Nations itself pretty low But surprise is, or the shock, or maybe the reality that we did not achieve that as well till now. We are lagging quite far behind compared to the target. Another interesting insights and I would say analytics is, so apart from heating our homes, lighting our homes, we also use energy in some form to cook our food, like, like microwave, oven, gas stoves, right? And specifically, if I talk about the 4 million people, this is as of now today, this is the most updated data, die every day due to inefficient cooking practices, lack of clean fuels. And this is the data published by WHO, World Health Organization. So 4 million people die prematurely because of the inefficient cooking practices. They do not have oven, they do not have gas stoves like we do have. And it's a quite big, staggering number. It's not a small number. And also another very important stat is 2.3 billion people do not have access to the clean cooking facility by 2030. This is predicted by, again, WHO. So out of 8.4 billion people, still by 2030, which is the target of our, the SDG goal 7 is we should have ensure the universal access to the affordable, reliable and modern energy to everyone. How it is possible? It means we are lagging behind the target, right? The target has been set in 2015, agreed by 193 countries, political leaders. But honestly, there was no practical on-ground implementation plan or the roadmap was ever made. It's totally on the, I'm not saying the progress has not been done. Progress has been done by some countries and some specific areas or geography significantly. But as an overall, we literally, honestly, in my words, we failed miserably. So till now, the target is set for 2030, but we are sitting somewhere in 2024 right now. So more than half of the time we have came across, right? And still we haven't achieved, honestly, just 15% of the target of those SDG goals. And you will be surprised to know, surprised and shocked in that some SDG goals we have moved in negative. So instead of making progress, we are going down. So that's a quite, I would say, unpleasant number, but that's the truth. That's the reality. And still we can achieve. So how we can achieve the targets of universal access to affordable and clean energy to everybody? By investing 43 billion US dollar every in the economy across the world, then we might be able to achieve the target. But this is a huge amount. And from where it will come, nobody has any idea. And the top G7 countries leader, they did not even discuss a single point in their last 8 or 9 meetings in last 5 years. So practically it's out of sight on everybody's mind, right? So nobody wants to invest money, or at least I don't know if they are investing, or at least they have a plan to invest to achieve the target of providing the universal, affordable, clean access of energy to everybody. Moving to the next point, which is the sub target of the SDG goal 7, which is 7.2. So by 2030, we have to increase substantially the share of renewable energy in the global energy mix. So when I talk about the global energy mix, it means the total energy we consume, how much percentage is coming from the fossil fuel based oil or petrochemicals, or the coal, or the natural gases, and how much energy percentage is coming from the renewable sources like solar, wind, nuclear. Nuclear is not renewable energy, but it's an alternate form of energy generation, and hydro energy. So this is, if you see, honestly, still the 90% of more from this pie, if you see, honestly, is coming from the fossil fuel based, or burning the charcoal or burning the wood. That's the major source of energy even in 2024. But especially if these are the negative things. I don't want to depress anybody with talking about too much negative, but this is reality. But there are, however, some positive things also happen. So I would like to highlight those things as well, especially in the sector of renewable electricity consumption. So there are two things. One is, renewable energy generation, like wind power, solar power, or hydropower. So these are the means to generate the energy. But how about the energy consumption, renewable energy consumptions, especially if I talk about the United Kingdom? So let's say we have a choice here as an energy consumer in UK. So if we want our energy to be supplied from the renewable sources of energy, we have to pay extra 20% electricity charges to the energy suppliers. Like, let's say for my case, it's Octopus Energy or Eon Energy or British Petroleum or British Gas, right? So if I choose that I want my house to be supplied by renewable energy like wind energy, solar energy, or hydro energy, then I have to pay 20% extra cost per month for my bill, electricity bill or gas bill. So it's a choice, and people are, because of the various reasons, because of the war in Eastern Europe and COVID pandemic in 2019 and 20, the people are struggling here, honestly, in United Kingdom and especially in entire Western Europe to pay their normal electricity bill. How can they think about paying 20% extra for their electricity bill or gas bill? This is a really a joke, but this is a reality, and that's where we are currently. But still, I would say if you talk about around 8-9 years back, the percentage of the renewable energy consumption was around 1.2%, which is now significantly improved to close to 9% and have a 7% annual growth. So at least 7% people are more opting to consume the energy which is coming from the renewable sources. And there is a good news, or another good news, that overall renewable energy consumption may grow by 15% by 2030 from where we started in 2015, around 1%. So at least 15% people on the planet Earth will be using the renewable sources of energy.
Yes.
Any question from anybody before I keep going?
Yes. Actually, we would love to ask questions, and especially Rania always have questions, Dr. Anjum also. But the
Sorry,
time is so limited.
okay.
Shall we continue by re-logging in, or there's only 1 minute?
Or just give me 5-6 more minutes. I will run through with the presentation, and then we can have a Q&A kind of thing, right? So you can ask questions, and then I can go back to the slides, and based on my understanding, I will try to answer it, if that is okay.
Not enough time. I think it will end in another 2 minutes.
Okay, let's try. Let me try to fast forward then. Okay. So another, say again, sorry.
Shall I'll call you.
Should I continue, Esther, or should I wait? Hello.
So, Mr. Praveen, so I think we will stop this, have a second part. See, it ended by itself. This is the problem, you see. I don't like this actually. Remaining meeting, oh, another 3 minutes it shows now. Oh,
we have 3 more minutes. Okay.
no,
I
just
think we can go ahead with the presentation.
we can go ahead, but will that continue with that the earlier recording? Will it continue or what? Or shall we log in again, and peacefully finish another maybe about 15 to 20 minutes? You finish up your slides. Finish up your slides,
Sure.
and then we have Q&A. So messy.
Yeah, absolutely fine. Yeah, we can log in again, so it will be making more sense.
Yeah,
We'll have enough time to.
Otherwise,
have
you have to rush through, and then, yeah, Dr. Rania, we just.
Is that okay with everybody?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I end the session and I will text again once it's already converted. I will text you and come in again. Okay, then we peacefully can finish it. I'm so sorry, Mr. Praveen, if I know you.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe I took too much of time. Yeah.
No, not really. The time is too short. And beginning we had problem also, right?
Okay.
Sometimes it happens. What to do? Very, very
Thank
sad.
you. No,
Okay, never
log in
mind.
again.
Good to go. Good to go. Okay, we leave now, and I will convert the.
Yeah.